Hello everyone, welcome to another class 11 math class. Today we will discuss about operations on sets. Okay, so first of all we start with A union B. A union B. You know about set. So what is A union B? A union B contains those x such that x belongs to A or x belongs to B. A union B means x the containing those x such that x belongs to A or x belongs to B. In Venn diagram you can see that so A union B contains all the elements. So I have marked here all the portion of A and B. That is A union B. Okay. Now we are discussing about the properties. In NCERT book, the properties are given here. I am writing the properties. First of all, commutative property. A union B equals to B union A. A union B and B union A are both are same. This is called actually commutative property or commutative law. Next one is associative law. A union B union C equals to A union B. First of all, A union B. We have done A union B, then with the C, then the union is done with C is equals to A union B union C. That means first of all B union C is done, then we have done with A union B union C. This is called actually associative property. First one is commutative property. Now move on to third property. A union phi equals to A. You know that phi means the null set, that means contains no element. So whenever you do the union with a set, then it gives the same set back. Okay, this is law of identity. Law of identity. Number 4, A union A equals to A. This is idempotent law. This is idempotent law. Whenever A is union with A, it gives A. This is idempotent law. And the number 5 is law of universal. Whenever universal set is union with A, that means with a set, it gives the universal set back. This is law of universal. So these are the 5 properties of A union B. So A union B means A union B contains those x such that x belongs to A or x belongs to B. That means the elements of A, the elements of A, the elements of B, and also the elements in the common portion of A and B. Okay, also all the elements of A and B containing. This is called actually A union B, and these properties will be verified by the Venn diagram you are trying in your home. Okay, to verify the properties by Venn diagram. Now we will move on to the A intersection B. Next operation, A intersection B. A intersection B. A intersection B contains those x such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. That means the common portion. Actual the common portion in Venn diagram A intersection B means the common portion of A and B actually. In Venn diagram it denotes the common portion. I have marked the common portion. You can see that in the board. Okay, this is actually A intersection B. That means the common portion of A and B. Now move on to the properties. Similar to the union A union B, there are also 5 properties of A intersection B also. Okay. Now, first one is commutative property. A intersection B equals to B intersection A. This is commutative property. Next one, number 2. A intersection B. Now first of all, I have done A intersection B. Then intersection done with C is equal to the A intersection B intersection C. Initially done with B intersection C, then A intersection with B intersection C. This is, you know, associative property or law. Number 3, the law of phi. Phi intersection A equals to phi. Also, law of the universal set. Universal set intersection A equals to A. This is a law of phi and universal. So phi intersection A. Whenever you have done intersection phi with a set, phi means a null set, you will get back the phi. That means there is no common element, no common portion. Similarly, whenever with the universal set, you have done the intersection. Suppose in Venn diagram, this is universal set, this is A. Whenever you do the intersection, this is the common portion. So A is back again. You can verify all the properties easily by Venn diagram. Okay, by Venn diagram, it is very easy to verify all the properties. Next one, idempotent law. A intersection A will give the same set back again. This is idempotent law. And the last one is very important, the number 5. There is actually distributive property. A intersection B union C. This is actually distributive property, very important. A intersection with the B union C. It give A intersection B, the union will be come out here, and then again A intersection C. Okay, so A intersection B, the union is come out here, and then A intersection C. This is actually distributive property. Okay, in your book, this is shown by the Venn diagram very easily. You can see here in your book, it is shown here. I am drawing here in the board. The first part for this one I have shown in the board. The first part B intersection C. B intersection C. This is A, this is B, this is C. So B intersection regular pattern is it is B union C actually. B union C. Okay. B union C. B union C. This part, this portion actually. B union C. So I have marked all the portion of B and C. This is B union C. Next, number 2, figure number 2. This is figure number 1. Next, figure number 2. Figure number 2. I am drawing here A intersection B union C. Okay, A intersection B union C. A intersection B union C. That means only the common portion with A. From B union C, I have marked here only the common portion with A. That means these two portions. Okay. This gives the left hand side of the distributive property. This is distributive property. Very important one. Okay. Now next, move on to the right hand side. Here the first portion is A intersection B. A intersection B. A intersection B.
ऑनलाइन से कोई प्रॉब्लम है
A intersection B. Okay. Now A intersection C. Next.
क्लास में ठीक था व्यवस्था कर दो 6:30 से नहीं होगा।
Now the last figure is A intersection B union A intersection C. A intersection B union A intersection C. Okay. Now I am doing the union of both of this. It gives this portion. This portion. Okay, so now we can see the figure number 2 and figure number 5 both gives the same Venn diagram. So from Venn diagram we can check all the properties. Now move on to difference of sets. Difference of sets. Difference of sets. Difference of sets. A minus B and B minus A. I am defining both of here. A minus B means containing those elements which belongs to A and does not belongs to B. Okay. B minus A means containing those x. The x belongs to B and x does not belongs to A. Okay. Now in Venn diagram, A minus B means actually this portion. A minus B. Containing the elements of A but not the elements of B. This is A minus B. We can see in Venn diagram. Now move on to B minus A. B minus A, that means containing the element of only B but not the A. That means this portion. Okay, this is B minus A. Got it? A minus B means containing the elements of A but not the elements of B, and B minus A means containing the elements of B but not the elements of A. Now one important thing here. So A union B can be written in the union form of three disjoint sets. A union B can be written in the union form of three disjoint sets. The first one is A minus B, the second one is A intersection B, and third one is B minus A. So A union B can be written in the union form of three disjoint sets: A minus B union A intersection B union B minus A. So A union B, A union B can be written in the union form of three disjoint sets: A minus B union A intersection B union B minus A. Now we will go to the exercise number 1.4. Exercise number 1.4. Just go through the problem. Find the union of each of the following pair of sets. Number 1. Here x equals to 1, 3, 5, y equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay, you have to find the union of each of the following pairs. So x union y. Now we can see that here the common element is 1, so 1 will be written once here. Okay, then the common element is 3. You can see the common element is 3, so written once here. 5 left here, so I have written 5 here, also 2 here. So the common portion will be written once and the rest of them I have written here. So this is actually x union y. Okay. So next day we will solve some problem again. One is done for you. Okay. Try to do yourself in your home. Thank you for today.